Ooh. 444. Hey y'all. I've been gone the last couple of days. Day before yesterday was my husband's birthday. And then yesterday, day before yesterday was my husband's birthday. So I was unavailable all day. They got crazy. And then yesterday I moved my mom, my grandmother, and my brother into my house temporarily until they get in their new space. It's crazy because exactly a year ago, January 7th, a year ago, I fucking paid my rent on the 1st and then broke my lease fucking 6 days later and moved into my mom's house for 4 weeks to the day before I signed my brand new lease in this place a month later. And here we are a year later, and my mom fucking is doing the same thing and having to stay with me, having to move her whole family in with me, same way I had to move in with her. It's crazy. Meanwhile, I need y'all to pray, say a prayer. Meanwhile, hopefully, if all goes well, she'll be so much closer, living so much closer. And not in my house, but so much closer than she was before. So that's where I've been and why I didn't pop up to do the divine drive-by yesterday. But I'm back. It's been some adjusting. So this is the divine drive-by for January 28th, 2023. But you already know the vibes. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you see that you're supposed to. 22 in the room. I came on this live at 444. Heavy on the being in alignment, although it may not feel like it, okay? Maybe really exhausting, actually. Maybe really exhausting, maybe really overstimulating, really overwhelming. Yo, it's the way that I'm looking at my tea and looking at my fucking ice water. I got this slushy ice water. I don't know if y'all can see that. This is how, it's the only way I drink my water. I love it. Yeah. I drink room temperature water too, but I love my ice water. For real. But I'm drinking hot tea. Not only that, I'm specifically drinking positive energy tea. There's 2 of these bitches in here because a bitch needs it. But it's hot. Hot versus cold. Can't decide what I want. Back and forth. Someone's going through the change of life. Someone's having hot and cold flashes. Okay, but that's not for everybody, obviously. But that energy, I just feel like not knowing what you want. Okay, 1 second wanting one thing and the next second wanting something completely different. That energy out here, you know. Let's just pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angel, spirit, God, spirit, animal, soul, sky, universe. Thank you. I'm exhausted. My body is sore. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overworked. I'm overstimulated. I'm annoyed, but I'm grateful and I'm blessed. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And I know on the other side of this lesson is just a better life for us all, one way or another. I'm so grateful to be closer to my family, to have my grandmother and my mother with me, my brother with me. I see how I need them and they need me. So I'm going to lean into that, pour into that spirit. Pray that I remember that during the times of being extremely frustrated and angry. And lean into love. And I pray the same for my soul tribe, where they're trying to connect or push themselves or get to the other side of things that are really overwhelming, really pushing them to their limits, things that feel really uncomfortable in the beginning, especially during moments of feeling like you're kind of going backwards when we're not, spirit. Maybe remember that even in moments where we feel like we're going backwards or we're back somewhere we used to be, remembering that we're in fact where we're not. And honoring that, remembering that, and leaning into love, being gentle with ourselves and with others. Because I just feel like this is a time of transition for us all, a time of shift for us all, spirit. Please allow me to tap in with my soul tribe and see what's good for this divine drive-by. Please protect the space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, spirit. Alright, so cool. I'm doing this new series, The Divine Drive-By. My daily check-ins, I'm still doing them. I'm about to go do that next over on Patreon. But I'm popping in, doing a new series where I kind of just talk about different decks. I literally closed my eyes and just reached. And ended up picking up the animal spirit, the wild unknown animal spirit it doesn't necessarily come together, but for me it comes together because I have both of them. There's a pair to it. This is like the Oracle deck. They have the Wild Unknown Tarot. This is by Kim Kranz. I absolutely love this. I'll just show it to you real quick. The box is beautiful. Okay. Highly recommend. It says, may you always be on your inner quest. And it's a very beautiful deck. And what's crazy is that I absolutely love it, but I rarely use it. I keep it close to me, and yet I rarely use it. I have the decks I use on my desks, and then I have all of these behind me on the shelf. And then I have others that are special to me that I keep in like a special little suitcase right next to me, and I don't use it. That's where I keep it. I don't really use it. It's so strange. And as soon as I, randomly picked this out, I was so happy that I did. So highly recommend this deck, and it's definitely one that you should use the book. After a while, you'll start to know what they mean, or the cards will start to tell you different things. But I love the meanings of that are in the book. Today, I pulled the Dragonfly, but I pulled it in reverse. So I'll show it to you upright. But I pulled it in reverse. So for me, that is when it's out of balance, according to this deck and how this book reads. Let's read it to you. Dragonfly, master of light, illusion, and the mind. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder and awe. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still? Dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. Swear I didn't read this. Swear to God I didn't read this. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. When in balance, sees clearly, joyful, magical. When out of balance, can't concentrate, busy mind. Bring into balance, focus on the breath. So much that I want to say. I also feel like I want you to pay attention. Like right now, take a deep breath. I want you to pay attention to if you try to do this 3 times in a row or 5 times in a row, and you kind of feel your chest being tight. You kind of feel like it's a workout, or like you exercise the muscle. That being an indicator you don't breathe deep enough. You're not breathing correctly. You're not doing this often enough. I just want you to pay attention to how your actual body feels when you breathe deeply, and not just once, but continue to do so. There is really something to be said about someone's breathing being affected. Okay, someone could be in the process of quitting smoking. This could be cigarettes, could be weed, but or needing to quit. Heart chakra issues, okay, ignoring heart chakra issues could have turned into breathing issues, lung issues, heart issues, all of the above. That coming out for me, pain in the chest, tightness in the chest, okay, a lot of that out here. So for me, this deep breathing being really loud and really important is something that is a big part of even detoxing, okay, right? But clearing your mind, but the body, it being good for the body. It's something about this. Some of y'all are not moving certain shit through your body. You're not healing just because you're not fucking breathing right, or you're dealing with someone this way. And so maybe it being a good thing for you to incorporate or introduce deep breathing with them. Do it with them. Some of you, this is your children. Some of you, this is your parents. Yeah. So when in balance, sees clearly, joyful, magical, and then mommy walks in right on cue. Mommy, say hi. Hi. When out of balance, can't concentrate, busy mind, to bring into balance, focus on the breath. I love this. I love this book so much. But also at the bottom of the deck was the panther out here in reverse. And I really wanted to read it. It was so loud the way that it was talking to me that I really want to read it to y'all. The panther. Annihilation of the unnecessary. Purging. The panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnate. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc. with the ultimate intention of bringing us toward more fulfilling lives. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating. This is the Tower, baby. This is the Tower in this deck. But after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the Panther's wisdom at work. We've all been through these experiences, and they've made us better people. Trust that the Panther journey always leads to a brighter place. This is in reverse, which is inevitable Tower moments. Okay? Y'all already know how I read. And that's how I'm reading this as the Tower, outside of what else is being said, right? When in balance, brave, productive. When out of balance, self-destructive. Heavy on the self-sabotage, self-destruction really being highlighted, and it being unnecessary, it being necessary for it to go for this next season of your life. To bring into balance, get rid of the unnecessary. Okay, so I feel like this being habits, okay, outdated ways of thinking and being, but also if you've had some shit and you haven't used it in 6 months, get rid of it. If you haven't used it in a year, get rid of it. If you haven't used it in 2 years, get rid of it. You don't need it. That energy, and how fitting is it, as I'm telling you, we're moving things around, and we're moving my mom in here, and she's temporarily till she moves into her space. A lot of purging being necessary, a lot of things getting looked at that you don't necessarily look at until you moving some shit, deep cleaning of your space. Okay, so that part, I just feel like also there's something about this. Also seeing somebody else's things moved around or in disarray, making you or causing you, needing you to organize your own, or take a look at what you can purge, you can cleanse to make room. Some of you want to bring people into your life. Okay, you got to get rid of certain shit in order to share your life or your space with them. It's crazy because I'm gonna move on again. Turtle out here in reverse, right? I just feel like being alone, being left alone with your shit, your clutter, your shit. If you're not willing to cleanse or get rid of some things internally and externally, as above so below, as within so without, right? So if you're not willing to get rid of some things of whatever clutter, you can't make room for people to come into your life. Okay, and if you come with too much baggage or too much shit, it causes problems, right? Wherever you go, you bring you wherever you go. So it's giving bag lady, pack light, you know, that energy. It's funny though, Turtle is real loud. Why is Turtle real loud? Because this is the third divine drive-by that I'm doing from this series. The first one I did, the first charm that I pulled, I gotta pull a charm of the day, I didn't pull one. The first charm that I pulled was the turtle. And then the second one I pulled was the owl, but Turtle's real loud, so fuck it. We're gonna honor it. Because I don't tell spirit what to do. Ancient soul. Turtle. Ancient soul. Grounded. Trusting. Again, these are all in reverse. The turtle's in reverse. This is all giving me... This energy is out of balance, needing to be brought into balance. Ancient soul. Grounded. Trusting. At home in the self. At home in the self. Because when you at home in the self, you at home at anywhere. That part. Okay, you need to be grounded and at home, feel at home everywhere that you go, and not let any energy, right? This could be, I guess a lot of this energy is you. I'm feeling you, I'm tapped into you too, right? Feeling safe and secure at home wherever you at, but also feeling safe and secure when you're exposed to other energies. It's something about this. Even for those of you who are starting to use your gifts more, there's something about feeling safe and secure in what it is that you do, or roaming the spirit realm, feeling the spirit realm, feeling at home in the spirit realm, or, you know, honoring the fact that you're going to be attracting a lot of things, you know, not so good and both good and not so good. And feeling at home and able to talk and speak up for yourself. And say, this energy is not welcome here, or I control this energy, or I'm protected, okay, or I'm not in letting this anxiety or this depression or this fear, this self-sabotage win, or whatever the fuck it is. Energy. Being in control and at home in yourself. You get to say what energy gets to come in and what energy doesn't. Okay, it is wonderful to be in the presence of a turtle personality. Like the beaver, the turtle has a strong relationship with the earth and water elements simultaneously. This helps to ground and connect them to the deeper truths of life. No matter where their travels lead them, turtle energy is behind in all great writers and storytellers as they collect life experiences under their shells for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all the other books and begin to tell our own true tale. Shout out to all my writers. Pick up your pen. If you've been writing or if you need to continue writing, you've been putting it off, this is your sign. When in balance, peaceful, adventurous, and productive. When out of balance, slows down to a halt. To bring into balance, an adventure. Go on an adventure. We've embarked on a new adventure. It's been quite fucking eventful for the last 24 hours. You know, that energy out here. Step into the unknown. Do some shit you've never done before and trust the process. Okay? Trust the process. I'm going to do this. I'm going to leave you with this. I don't know if I want to read it. We're going to see. I'm going to pull something out. You want to pick, Mama? Let the Scorpio pick. Transformation.
This one?
Right. You won't know. Just one, Mama. You won't know what your lucky charm will be. You won't know what your gift will be if you don't go through with the transformation or you don't honor the transformation. And what did she pull out? I knew you were going to pull out a fucking sign. I knew you were going to pull out a sign. And who do you pull out? Because spirit is loud as fuck.
My mom.
Your mom. Gemini. The mind goes back to the card we just pulled for Dragonfly. It goes back to the mind, yo. Control your thoughts and your perception to things, how you see things, how you view them. You know, you create your heaven or hell based on how you choose to look at things. Okay, it is totally up to you. You can view an ending as total fucking destruction and the end of the fucking world, or you can view it as the beginning to a something way better, a brand new start, beautiful new beginning, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I wanted to say like 3 different things the same way, but 3 different ways. I love y'all. Yeah, I gotta go do the daily check-in. I'm gonna tap more into this energy and how we could work with this energy and all of the uncertainty and the chaos and the anxiety and the fucking physical pain, the emotional pain, the physical pain, the mental pain, the spiritual fucking challenges that are coming up with this energy. And yet it's still being worth it. Okay? It's still being worth that. Okay? I also really feel like really needing to be patient with someone whose mind is not where yours is. This may be someone whose mind is not as elevated as yours, or this may be someone whose mind is deteriorating. Someone who doesn't think the way that you do, doesn't remember the way that you do, and still needs to be treated with a certain level of respect and dignity. Just because I'm not as fast as you, is because I'm not as tapped in as you. I swear to God, when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. I swear to God, when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me. Because Spirit's like, bitch, I hope you know I'm talking to you right now. Yeah, okay? Right? Just because someone's not where you're at, okay? They're not as tapped in as you, or they're not as far on your journey, or they're not as well learned as you, or they're not as developed in life. This could be a child, okay? This could be an elder whose mind isn't what it used to be. This could be a dementia, shit like this. This could be someone who isn't as studied. I just keep hearing that isn't as studied as you or as learned as you in some way. That part. Or hasn't ascended to where you've ascended. And be mindful of how you handle them people. With grace and with dignity and with care. And respect. Remember that. With love. Heard you. Love you. Love you.